Okay, listen, the process of healing is not working through a to-do list of stuff. Welcome back to my channel. If you're here the first time, I'm Vanessa, nice to meet you and welcome. I wanted to just briefly talk about this topic that healing yourself, working on your inner process, on your becoming more yourself, cannot be done like a to-do list. And I know that so well because I think for a long time I wanted it to be something where I write a list down of blocks and, wounds that I have or had and wanting them to tick off the list. And if you're somebody who, suffered maybe from burnout before, or if you're a very productive person that, likes to be effective with things, welcome to my world. Then sometimes we think, okay, let me just get this, and this done, and let me heal this, and that. And then let's move on with our life. So I think I'm quite an intense person and I can take a lot of intensity. But when you can hold a lot of intensity, that also means that you have a high capacity for holding pain, So maybe if you had a lot of difficult situations in your life or traumas even that are unprocessed for you, and now you're discovering that, healing is possible or that this will actually benefit you and the development of your life, the positive development of your life, then you may feel like, all right, let's do it. I'm on it, and you may go onto it like any other project that you've worked on. But let me just tell you from my own experience, I had moments when I went too fast, too deep, and that really wasn't good for my nervous system at all. That really, at moments, maybe even really disturbed my nervous system. And I had to learn that going slow is safer and more beneficial for myself, because then I would also have time to integrate what I worked through and maybe see more nuances of the same topic, rather than, okay, I need to heal this and that and that and that, and then I'm done. Yeah. And also it can be sometimes when we feel suddenly that, oh, I have so many things I want to heal or I want to work through and change in my life. That can also feel overwhelming, and it can actually feel like working on so many things at the same time. And sorry, I'm in the forest and there was a strange sound, but we're good. And you may want to work on so many things at the same time, or you feel like your list is endless. Then let's just take a deep breath together. And I want to let you know that you get to relax. You don't need to do it all right now, this year, the next 5 years. I would suggest you just work on the one or the couple of things that really hinder you to live the life or be the person that you want to be. Things that are really present right now for you in your life, that really, hurt you or are coming up and make your life feel more difficult maybe than it has to be, or that disturb your relationships or your ability to feel that you're capable and deserving of whatever you want. Work on the one thing, not even two, work on one thing that is very present for you right now. And then you see what comes up once you work through that. Maybe, sometimes when we work through one thing, you can imagine the root. Imagine a tree, yeah? A tree here, there. And imagine you rip out the tree and you see the branches of the roots. So when you work on processing emotions of one issue, often you're not just processing of that specific issue, you're processing the emotions of that whole a pattern of an issue that may have deeper roots even than you think. There may be topics that you've experienced in life or experiences that you had in life that also hurt you in a way, but that may belong to that pattern. But you may have never seen or realized that those little pieces all belong to that big root. So, and it just, that wound or issue had so many branches. Yeah. For me, when I realized that helped me, because then I wasn't so eager to, work on so many things at the same time and, focus on just change, Then I suddenly realized, okay, everything is connected and I don't need to work so hard. Yeah. And whatever needs to be healed and integrated and processed will come up naturally. So this is my invitation for you to develop some compassion for yourself, because it can feel sometimes like, hey, I want to be productive and you want to handle everything like you handle at work. But on your healing journey, that's not always effective. And you need to start listening to your own needs. And if you're somebody who's highly productive and maybe even a workaholic or has been in the past, and maybe you even had burnout and these things, or you're highly anxious, or you get anxiety when you're not productive enough, so to say, then maybe you can check in with yourself and see what productivity meant at home, what getting work done meant at home when you were growing up. And, like if that felt positive to you, or if that actually fueled who you've become now. For me, when I had my burnout, I didn't even realize that I was in burnout. And everybody said to me, Vanessa, how can you work at 3 a.m.? This is not good. This is insane. We never see you. And I'm like, no, but I'm enjoying it. Okay, but you need to draw some boundary. I realized I needed to draw some boundaries with myself, because I was defining my worth through my work. I was defining how valuable I am by how long I stayed up and got something done, how dedicated I was to my work, how many more ideas I could have come up with for some project, and that's just not healthy. And this is a pattern, a program where we learned that at some point in our lives, we learned that we are loved when we're being productive, or when we get stuff done, or when we work hard, whatever it is for you. So this is important, because when I changed my profession to the mental health and the healing world, in the beginning, I was working in my business and tech job. I was just hyper productive, and that didn't work. The universe really signaled me that, Vanessa, this is not good for you. Although you're doing good and you're supporting people and all that, I was exhausted. I was burned out still, or again. And that's when I had to learn that I needed to receive as well. I couldn't just give and be productive. I needed to receive as well. And I needed to allow myself to nourish my body, mind, and soul just as much, if not more, than I give to the world. So let this be your invitation to not feel guilty about resting, especially if you're a parent, or if you're somebody who holds a lot of responsibility in their lives for others. Maybe you're a caretaker of some family member. And if you're a single person, you also don't need to be guilty. You also get to rest. So think about what kind of little things you could do for yourself, or how you could let other people be there for you as well. Alrighty, so I'm gonna go take the rest of my walkie, receive from nature. And if you're new here, feel free to subscribe, join us. If you want ever to join a group breathwork session, you can sign up down below. I do them on a monthly basis. If you are looking for one-on-one session support, please do let me know as well. You can find my website underneath. Give this a thumbs up if it helped you. And please share with me below in what state you are. Do you feel really good where you're at right now? Do you feel guilty? Do you feel hyperproductive and you don't know how to break out of it? Share your experience with me. I would love to hear. Okay? Alrighty. I speak to you soon. Ciao.